You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. What's going on? We locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. Shout out to my sponsors, Say Eyes Blunts, and make sure to get you one of those. I got LA in the building today, man. I got West Wes in the studio. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. First, I want to say it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you here. I appreciate you coming through today.
Much love, man.
Tell me, to start off, you let people know where they can find you on social media.
Life of West Wes. That's Life of WEST WES.
Tell me, what has the life of West Wes been like?
Man, luxurious. You know what I'm saying? Learning, getting it, money, having fun, making experiences. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah. No, I rock with that. Can you tell me how you feel about everything that we've been seeing as far as like the coronavirus? Has it been slowing you down?
I mean, the coronavirus been sweet for me. If you want to keep it G, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get it regardless. You know what I mean? That's my mindset with anything in life. You know what I mean? No matter what you throw at me, I'm overcome it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
coronavirus been sweet.
Yeah. Would you take the vaccine?
Nah, not right now. Hell no.
Nah, I feel you. Do you think the world will ever go back to normal?
I mean, no. You know what I'm saying? The game has changed, so you have to adjust to it. You know what I mean? Figure out what's best for you and move forward with that.
Yeah. No, that's real shit.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was it like growing up in LA for you?
It was cool. You know what I mean? It was a lot of knowledge circulating around the area. So, you know what I mean? I got to have a lot of experiences that somebody else might not have had at an early age. And, you know, it's really shaped me and to be a cool dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did you grow up? Were your parents around? What was that like?
You know, I was mostly with my moms. My pops actually passed before I was born. Okay, so, you know what I mean? Sure. Yeah, I was in a single parent household, but, you know, my mom's did that. She raised a great man, straight up.
No, I like that. Have you ever had a normal job?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
And were you into the streets? Like you gangbang? Like what was it like growing up in LA? Like as far as that?
You know, I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm about getting money.
Yeah.
A lot of my homies bang. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the lifestyle, especially in LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I had homies on both sides. You know, they was like really looking out for me and deterred me from that type of life. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's hard to go up in LA and not get into all that?
Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know what I mean? It's so much pure pressure from your homies, from people. You know what I mean? You ain't. You getting money and shit like that. It's enticing too. You know what I mean? The lifestyle is fun. You know what I mean? Me being honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You will have to really be in it to know what I'm talking about. So definitely, you know what I mean? But like I said, I had OGs that told me, you know what I mean, focus on that money, and that's what it was.
Yeah. How would you describe yourself?
I'm a real cool dude. You know what I mean? I'm mild mannered. You know what I mean? I try to educate myself. I try to read a lot of books. You know what I mean? So stuff like that.
Have you read any good books recently?
The best book that I recently read was actually Think and Grow Rich, you know what I mean, by Napoleon Hill. That's like became one of my Bibles that I go through and flip through the pages every so often. It's a lot of jewels in there. Check it out.
Okay, for sure. How did you come up with your name?
One of my homeboys actually gave me the name. You know what I mean? My name is Wes. So, you know what I mean? He just threw that West on there for the West Coast, and it just made sense. You know what I mean?
No, I rock with it. It got a nice like ring to it.
Like, I do.
It rhyme. It's like a play on word. It's just really the same word, but it's spelled differently.
Exactly.
That's what's up. Do you think like the spotlight of being an artist is good or bad? You know how like a lot of artists bring a lot of bad attention?
For sure.
Like, why do you think that is, and do you think it's good or bad?
I mean, it depends on how you flip it. You know what I mean? Like whatever message you putting out there, you know what I mean? It's gonna double back on you. You know what I mean? So my message and my music is really like about starting with nothing and building. You know what I mean? Having fun, living your best life. That's my message. So you know what I mean? When you see me, I'm gonna be having fun. I'm gonna be partying. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean, in the vibe.
Nah, I peep the videos. It's real lavish, real nice. I'm like, oh yeah, it's real player shit. I fuck with it for sure. Do you ever feel pressure as like an artist? You know, because you feel like I feel like artists always have to kind of like one up themselves, like from like your first project to your next one, you gotta take it to the next level. If you don't drop a song for 2 months, the fans say, "Oh, he's falling off. He ain't dropped no music."
Well, you know, with that, I think it depends on that angle you take in the game. Me myself, I'm not the type of dude that's going you know what I mean, drop 100 mixtapes. You know what I mean? I like to really like focus all my energy on maybe one or two projects and really work them out. You know what I mean? I feel like your music is your bag. So once you drop that bag, you got to work it. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
so that's what I'm doing.
Nah, I like that. I think that's what it's probably the best though, because it tell you like get hell, like I guess hella famous and your streams is up. If you dropping hella songs and ain't nobody listening to them, and just like you down there wasting your money.
Nah, that's facts. You know what I mean? But if you putting in that work, it's gonna come back some type of way. You know what I mean?
That's real shit. Nah, I fuck with that for sure. How do you feel about like people? They've been saying recently that artists are getting caught up by what they're saying in their interviews, because I've been like, I'm even like a situation with Casanova, some shit he said in Vlad or whatever. Do you think it's on the artist or the interviewer as far as like what's being said? Like, you feel me? Because the interviewer can kind of ask you whatever.
For sure. I mean, it's on every man to, you know what I mean, keep track of what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the consequences of what you're doing. You know what I mean? But I believe that you got to be careful what you're saying, especially when you got the cameras on you and stuff. You know what I mean?
No, real shit. Nah, for sure. That's true. How did people react to you when you first started making music?
I got a lot of support, honestly, you know what I mean? Because I'm the type of dude, I really go get it. I set my mind to something, and I'm going to figure it out how to get there. So I got a lot of support, and the more I just kept on my grind and going, the more support came, and every project I drop, it just get bigger and bigger.
How many projects? I see you have two on Apple Music. Do you have
right.
more prior to that one, or them as your two like first like original projects you put out there?
Life of West Wes, I dropped that on June 12th. That's my first official project.
That,
and then I dropped highly anticipated on November 22nd.
Yeah.
So those are my two projects that I'm working with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, were you making music, or where were you putting there? Like what was going on before?
Before I got to the projects, I actually dropped a couple singles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and you know what I mean, I evolved as an artist and decided that projects is the way to go.
Yeah. What was that the decision there that made you flip and change your mind?
Because I feel like a project you can work it from so many angles. It's like a picture, you know what I mean, like a Picasso picture or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That picture just raises in value as opposed to one song. It's like all that song. So a whole project that you put together, it's like that's where I was at in my life. You know what I mean? I remember that. You know what I mean? So I look at it like that.
Okay, no, I like that. How much support do you expect from like your friends and stuff as far as like supporting the music? Like, would you get mad if like say your boy right here he ain't posting your project?
Right.
How you feel about that?
No, I don't take that personal at all.
You know how some rappers be like, if he ain't posting my shit, if you ain't my brother,
I don't take it personal at all. You know what I mean?
No, I like that for sure. I rock with that. What was it that made you want to get into making music?
You know, I always rap. I'm a creative person, so me putting words together was just natural. You know what I mean? Especially when I hear that beat, it just goes in like it intertwines with my personality perfect. Yeah.
Nah, I rock with that. Do you remember the first song you ever made?
Yeah. The first song I ever made was it's actually on YouTube. It's there's a video. It's called Get High Too. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I freestyled it. Very first song I ever made. I put it out. You know what I mean? So you can go check that on YouTube.
That was the first song you ever made. You put that shit out.
Very first song I ever made.
Was there any bit of you that was hesitant to drop it? Like it's your first one?
Nah, cause you know anything I do, I have to like it first.
Yeah.
So if I put it out there,
I respect that.
That means that I like it. You know what I mean? So it really. And beyond that, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean?
You know, some people make 50 songs. They never put none of them out. They be like, man, I don't know. Like,
I mean, I for sure have records in the vote that, you know what I mean, might not ever be heard. But if it's out there, that mean I like it.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with that heavy.
Yeah.
What artists you grew up listening to?
Man, Bob Marley, Tupac, Jay-Z, you know what I mean? All the great artists. When I was about 10 years old, one of the homies next door, he's like a real computer whiz, and I had got the very first iPod for Christmas. You remember like the big
The
one?
big one.
Right. So he threw 10,000 songs on there from
Shit.
everybody from Prince to Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole catalog.
Yeah.
So at a young age, I really was well versed in all type of music. You know what I mean? Because I would just sit there and listen to the whole catalog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You think that made you more just like open to sounds and not like limited? Because some people only listen to certain type of music, kind of box. They're like even musically, it kind of box them in because they only know that one sound.
Right. No, definitely. Like I said, it was a bunch of different type of music. So you know what I mean. I heard R&B, rock music, rap. You know what I mean, classical. You know what I mean. I have a nice repertoire of music. You know what I mean, for real.
No, I rock with. Are you signed right now?
No.
Fully independent.
Fully independent. A couple labels have got at me, but you know what I mean. It got to make sense. You know what I mean. I'm not just about to sign away my projects. You know what I mean. Like those are worth a lot. So you know what I mean. If you really want to work with me, it got to make sense.
Yeah. Would you, if the deal was right though, you would sign to like a big label?
Yeah, if it made sense and we both had the same vision and wanted to make a positive impact on the world, I'm definitely with that.
Yeah. From your experience in the music game, would you say that the music business is cutthroat?
Definitely. You know what I mean? I feel like everything in life is a little cutthroat. But you know, the way I look at that is, shit, I'm going to give all my problems to God, straight up. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't about to really worry about what somebody else got going on, what they talking about. I'm going to stay on my job and, you know what I mean, I'm going to stay prayed up, and however it pan out, that's how I pan out, straight up.
I know you dropped 2 projects during the pandemic. Did that come into your mind in any way, shape, or form, like as far as like slowing you down? Maybe like, I don't want to drop right now because I can't go do the tours and I can't go do maybe as much press as I want to do. You know,
Right.
Did you think about that? Would that hinder you at all as far as dropping?
Well, in my case, I actually capitalized on it because if you notice, not too many people are dropping right now.
Hell no.
So I saw that lane. I was like, that's my lane right there. Let me go ahead and drop the hottest project in the country, and you know what I mean, have them tap in on it. You know what I mean, highly anticipated.
Yeah. What is your process like for selecting beats and working on lyrics for your songs?
Shit, ain't too much pressure on that. You know what I mean, I hear a beat and go to the mic. You know what I mean, I don't really be really on like one song. I do a song, go to the next one, go to the next one. I might record 3 or 4 songs in one day. You know what I mean?
Are you still freestyling everything, or what's the process?
I do a little bit of both. You know what I mean? I freestyle and I write. A lot of the times I hear the beat and I just hear a hook and I just go with that because it's a natural feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are there any producers you rocking with specifically?
I rock with all the producers, man. Anybody that's gonna throw me a hard beat, you know what I mean? Yeah. Get at me straight up. I'm gonna get you right.
All right, nah, I rock with that. I always try to get a producer some love. So like we said, 2020 you dropped Life of West Wes and you dropped Highly Anticipated. Can you talk about the mindsets for those projects and how they were different?
For sure. So Life of West Wes, that was me just like making my statement like I'm here, you know what I mean? At that time, you know what I mean, I was you know what I mean, just like getting in the game, networking and stuff like that. It's a real cool project. That one was mostly handwritten, you know what I mean? That one is like real dear to me. Now Highly Anticipated, that was my stamp, like, you know what I mean?
I'm here.
Yeah. This me. What's going on?
Yeah.
And that one I really stepped it up on every aspect.
Nah, how would you say that they're different to you as far as like the music and the recording process? Was it pretty similar or was it different?
They were actually different. Life of West Wes actually was about 3 years in the making. You know,
really?
I was recording music for 3 years straight until I got like a bunch of records that I felt like went cohesive together.
Yeah.
And then I dropped it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Highly Anticipated. It took me about 5 months to make it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, that one is the best project in the country. So you know what I mean, you can see it once you listen to it and hear the production work on it. It's just I'm gassing.
Can you talk about like how did you connect with you got Rick Ross on there, you got G Herbo on there, you got Big Sad. How did some of them connections come about?
Right. A lot of those connections really happen organically, you know what I mean, whether that be studio or through mutual friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Um, how many songs were you like? Were you selected from for these projects? Like you got like 50, you had 100. Like well, is it just you selecting those songs, or do you have like a team of people working with you selecting the records?
Right. Well, I had about maybe 40 songs recorded,
Yeah,
and I the way I choose my songs is it depends on the type of theme I'm going to go for the project. So, you know what I mean, I like to maybe start a little slower and then amp it up, you know what I mean? And I generally do all the main decisions myself, you know what I mean? But I definitely have a great support system that, you know what I mean, helps me conduct things for sure.
yeah. What can we expect as far as the music headed into this? We in the new year now, 2021.
Right, right. I have about 50 songs recorded, and they're really good. You know what I mean? They have a great vibe to them. I would definitely expect some more work from me for sure. But right now, I'm like really focused on my highly anticipated project and getting that good.
Yeah, nah. I got you for sure. Why do you think in like this new era of music, people like to glorify like going to jail and like killing killing each other?
Right.
Why do you think that's so glorified nowadays?
I mean, I really can't say that. That's probably that person's perspective. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really say that's glorified because I've heard music that speaks on other things, like maybe Uzi. Uzi, he has a different point of view. It all depends on your perspective and what you went through in your life. You know what I mean? But as far as glorifying it, you know what I mean? I really don't see people glorifying it, but you know what I mean? That's a way of life. You know what I mean? So you can't like down that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like the streets, like people niggas that's in the streets, they're not doing it because they think it's cool or just to boost their like rap career. It's like they really in the streets, you know.
Nah, for sure. And you know, one thing about it, I don't think you could do both. You know what I mean? You either like an artist or in the streets. You know what I mean? Because so much happens from when you in the streets that it would be hard for you to focus and be a full-time artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not real shit.
So I feel like you got to choose.
Yeah, nah, that's real shit for sure. How you feel about snitching?
I mean, that's a no-go. You know what I mean? That's obvious. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't fuck with no rats. Straight up. Mama told me that.
Yeah, nah. And that's what I was telling somebody the other day. I was like, man, I feel like most kids, they should have grew up with their parents telling them, like, don't be going around here snitching. Like,
Right.
nah, real shit. How you feel about tricking?
I mean, shit, if you got it, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not treat a girl? You know what I'm saying? If you got it and you balling like that, there ain't nothing to it. You know what I mean?
Okay, real boss. I feel you. But is you out here buying the Birkin bags and the Louis bags and all that? Or
I don't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
She gotta deserve it from you.
Yeah, if she handling her business, you getting these Louis, you getting these Birkins off top. You ain't even got to ask.
All right, I respect it. What are your hobbies outside of music?
I like to I like cars and shit like that. You know what I mean? I like kicking it. I like going to bars and drinking. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I really just like having a good time. You know what I mean? So whatever is conducive to that, I'm with it.
Do you have a favorite car?
I'm a real Ferrari fan. You know what I mean? I love Ferraris.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, from the 350 to the 488. You know what I'm saying? I love it all.
Nah, Ferraris is saucy for sure. Do you believe in aliens or ghosts?
I believe in both.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, just if you're a logical thinking person, there's billions of planets on this earth, so you have to be completely asinine to believe that we are the only living beings on earth. You know what I mean? Like, come on, that doesn't even make sense. And as far as ghosts, I mean, I've never seen any personally, but I don't doubt anything though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I believe it's both. The alien thing kind of grew on me since I've been asking the question and hearing people's perspective.
Right.
I'm just like, shit, we can't be the only ones out in the whole universe. We it? Nah,
for sure. Well, you got to look at it like this too. We don't even know what's all the way in the ocean. So
exactly.
how are we gonna know what's going on in space?
Exactly. We ain't even got up there to see everything. Now that's real. I can rock with that. Do you have a favorite food spot right now?
I'm really on the health tip right now.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking with Whole Foods. You know what I mean? I like they vibe. You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah. Are you are you vegetarian or vegan or pescatarian or anything?
Nah. Hell nah. I eat as long as it's good.
Yeah. I rock with that. Do you believe that you are your biggest critic?
For sure, definitely. Cause like as I said before, with my music, before anyone else hears it, I have to like it. Like somebody could tell me, yo, that's the hardest song in the world. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna go with it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm definitely my hardest critic for sure.
Nah, I respect that for sure. If you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
Probably a gorilla.
Why?
You know what I mean? Because I feel like a gorilla is the closest to a human, and they're actually very intelligent.
Yeah, they are.
And peep this though, the gorilla's diet is plant based. You know what I mean? And they still
that's crazy.
built.
I never thought about that. They don't be eating. They don't eat like meat. They don't eat meat at all.
Exactly. You know what I mean? They built. So
they strong and big as hell.
Yeah, so I'm a silverback gorilla.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one. What advice can you give to independent artists?
Believe in yourself first and foremost, because that energy of belief is very contagious. You know what I mean? When you walk in a room and you have other people that are trying to do things and you believe in yourself, they're going to believe in what you got going on just because they like that positive energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say believe in yourself first. You know what I mean? And you're going to have doubters. That's a part of the game. You're going to have people that don't like you, but you can't even focus on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Focus on the people that do like you and go with it.
How do people get through it's not. I feel like it's not always easy to believe in yourself, especially with music.
For sure.
You might not be getting all the views. You might not be getting everything that you want. How do people break through that?
Consistency. You know what I mean? You got to be consistent. You got to have a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And really work hard. Those are the main things I would say. If you're consistent, you're going to get through it. You know what I mean? It's like action at a tree. Eventually, it's going to fall down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just stay with it. And if that's really your passion, it should be nothing to stay consistent with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. If somebody never heard any song from you, which one would you tell them to listen to first?
That's a great question. I would actually say listen to Trapping Across the Globe. That's my favorite record off of my new project, highly anticipated.
Yeah.
It's me spitting bars. You know what I mean? The bars is just crazy on there, and the hook is cold. So I would say Trapping Across the Globe is my favorite song right now.
Yeah, all right, I like that.
Yeah.
How did you develop your flow?
Practice. You know what I mean? My flow, I actually have a couple different flows. Like I get real creative in the booth. You know what I mean? Like I'll go in there and hear a song, and I might feel like rapping this way one day. The next day I might feel like rapping this way. So I like to have a little bit of diversity in my flows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I rock with that for sure. Did you have a favorite cartoon as a kid?
My favorite cartoon off top, I'll say Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, it was fire for sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel about rap beef? And have you ever had a rap beef? You think rap beef is good, bad?
No, I don't got no rap beef. I don't even. I'm not even in that lane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. If you gonna get a bag off of it, then why not? You know what I mean? But I don't got no rap beef though.
All right, I got you. Do you look at comments?
For sure.
Do you like argue with people about if they get at you foul, you going back and forth with them?
Nah, that's not even in my character for real. I'm gonna let you say whatever you say. You are entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
That don't mean I gotta listen to it.
Yeah.
But you entitled to your opinion though.
Yeah. Nah, I respect that. I feel like I had to catch myself like when I first started doing the YouTube. People were just commenting. I didn't know what niggas was doing with their time. Niggas just commenting disrespectful shit on there. I'm like, bro, hold on. Like,
you know what though? A lot of the time, those be like little 14-year-old kids.
That's
like,
what I had to realize.
You know what I mean?
Like, I was like, they want me to.
Exactly. You know what I mean? They laughing and shit behind the keyboard. Like, let's make them mad. You know what I mean? So you can't even pay attention to that. You know what I mean?
Nah, real shit. Do you believe that street politics should stop rappers from making music together?
For sure. You know what I mean? Definitely when it get political, that's a little deep, especially when you involved in music, I think you definitely have to take into consideration things like that. You know what I mean? So my best advice along that would be go the easiest road travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What inspires you?
Growth. You know what I mean? Knowing that I started with zero and now I got some. You know what I mean? Knowing that I put my mind to it, knowing that I didn't give up. You know what I mean? Knowing that I stayed on my grind. You know what I mean? Knowing that I started from here and ended up here. That inspires me. You know what I mean? That's like my whole get off in life, honestly. You know what I mean? Like just really proving people wrong. You know what I mean? And you know, I know what that did for me. You know what I mean? I saw certain people like start with nothing, you know what I mean, and they ended up with something that inspired me. So I kind of pay it forward a little bit.
Yeah, nah, that definitely inspires me too. I think I tell people every day, like, progression is like the most satisfying thing to me. Like, even if I get 5 subscribers in a day, I'm like, that's 5 more than I had yesterday.
No, for sure.
You gotta celebrate and at least be happy because it's people who didn't get done. You feel me?
That's
So
facts.
like, you gotta progression is important, and it's definitely I love it. Like, you already know. What's the place you want to travel to?
I want to go to Egypt. I haven't been there yet. You know what I mean? See the pyramids of Giza.
Yeah.
I want to go to Bogota. I want to go to pretty much everywhere. Honestly, like I want to hit all 7.
Have you traveled a lot?
In America, yeah, I've done some extensive traveling. I haven't been overseas yet. You know what I mean?
At all? Have you been to Hawaii?
Yeah, I've been to Hawaii.
How was that?
Hawaii was dope.
I'm trying to go out there.
Yeah.
What do you need to get into your vibe in the studio?
Some good marijuana.
Yeah.
Some alcohol sometimes. And you know what I mean? I get into it. You know what I mean? Good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I rock with that. Are there any other artists you like right now?
Oh man, you know, I'm first and foremost, I'm a music fan.
Yeah.
So I love a gang artist. You know what I mean? Like I pay attention to everybody's music. Straight up, like it'd be somebody with 2,000 followers, but they bubbling. I know about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I like to, you know what I mean, kind of help people out too. You know what I mean, with the music. But I mean, it's too many people to name. Honestly, a lot. Yeah.
Do you have any advice as far as the music business and helping people, like even helping like for artists to even get paid off their music?
For sure. One thing I'll say is money management is very important. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you keeping track of your bag, what you spending it on, and is this actually a asset? You know what I mean? So I would say that's like the main advice I would have for artists.
Yeah, you don't need to like go spend all your money on the outfit for the video. Just
no. I mean, like I said, if it's worth it to you, I'm not saying don't do it, but make sure you're not blowing your bag on it. You know what I mean?
Be smart about it. Nah, right. I like that. Do you believe when artists get popping, they should move away from their city?
No, I don't believe that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it all depends on where you at. You know what I mean? But I don't believe you should move away from your city. I think you should always show love to your soil. You know what I mean? That got you up, definitely.
Yeah. Can you tell me what's the most money you spent in a day?
Probably, I don't really want to answer that question, but I'll fuck with you though, so I'll just answer it. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of blowing me up a little bit. I'll say about maybe 15 bands.
What was
actually no? Check that. About 18 bands.
What was it? You can tell me what you was buying. Or
I ain't gonna tell you what I bought, but but I bought something though. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the biggest lesson you learned in the industry?
Don't take nothing personal. You know what I mean? And keep going.
How often is it that you think people? I feel like a lot of shit in the music industry, people move off emotion and they feelings.
Definitely. You know what I mean? Everybody get caught up in that. That's just a human reaction. You know what I mean? But if you can like master that and control that, you'll save yourself a lot of heartache, pain, all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not for sure.
Never take nothing personal. Straight up.
Yeah, that's something I always tell people. I'm like, look, this is a business. Like, you can't even. If you think it with your feelings a lot of time, it's just like you end up making some wrong decisions or tell somebody something that you really didn't mean because you just mad.
For sure. And you got to look at it like this too. Maybe something didn't work out now, but it did later on.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
you don't want to burn no bridges either.
Nah.
How you feel about clout chasing?
That's not my angle. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not a clout chaser. You know what I mean? I feel like if it's real and organic, it's gonna go. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not no clout chaser though.
Yeah. Do you think people should be doing that to get their fame, or I don't think that's the right way to get your? It's cool if it work out, but like it depends on how you clout chase to get your fame. You feel me?
For sure. I mean, I don't hate on nobody on how they get it. If you got a clout chase, then you know what I mean, do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I'm gonna do for sure.
Yeah. Do you have any goals for 2021?
Get richer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I had this thing, this outlook on life that I believe everybody should have. Every year, I have the mindset that I'm going to make this the best year of my life.
Yeah.
So if I want to travel, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to get this accessory, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to make this the best year of my life. So that way, if you keep having that mindset, you're going to build. And before you know, you're going to be like, damn, I lived a hell of a life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, real shit.
Right.
For my final question, I wanted to ask you, what advice would you give to the younger you?
The younger me, I would tell them, focus on your money. You know what I mean? Invest wisely, and make sure your networking skills is on point.
Yeah. How important do you think networking is for like artists? You know,
networking is 90% of the game. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel that way too. But it's like artists are so like, I feel like naturally they don't want to seem like they're dick riding or they're like too much in somebody's face, so they'll probably be more reserved. But like,
no,
networking is that's everything.
And I feel you on that. But if you come in the right way, it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? You gotta network, because that you could be, your music could not be so good, but you know them people though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they pressing them buttons for you,
Exactly.
So you gotta network.
Nah, for sure. Just one thing I wanted to ask you: is there anything, if you could relive your life, is there anything you would change?
No, I'm completely happy where I'm at. You know what I mean? Where I'm at is a result of my own thoughts and my own actions. So I don't even really think like that.
Yeah, that's real shit. Do you have any final words for the people before you get out of here?
I want the people to check out my music and what I got going on. You know what I mean? I'm a really dope artist. I feel like I'm going to really have a positive impact on this game. And I really want to motivate you to chase your dreams. You know what I mean? I believe in you.
Nah, real shit. West Wes, I appreciate you. Go check out his new project, highly anticipated. That's out everywhere right now.
On me.
It's love.
Wes.
You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.